Becky. So I wanted to look through your store and give you some off-the-cuff recommendations for you, specifically for your products and the presentation. My very first impression is, first of all, I love that you have 57 products, so you're starting with a good product base. I love that you have good reviews. I love that you have some following. Your logo is great. I love your quote box. When I glance through your store, I want you to just look at your images and see whether you agree with me. Do you think that these are called thumbnails? Are they easy to read at this screen view? Now I'm on my laptop right now, so when, obviously you can tell what I'm about to say. When I am looking at your thumbnails, they are really hard to read. So the very, very, very first suggestion that I'm going to make for you is getting a, a cover template that is clear and easy for people to get a good glimpse at. Like, this is better. You can tell this is ABC pages. This is color by number. You're going to want a cover template that is easy to read and doesn't use fancy fonts, so that when people, like if I'm looking here and I'm just scrolling through your store, I see this says winter. Now I have older eyes, so this is really hard for me to read. I can see that it's color by number, but only when I really pause and think about it. And most people are not going to give you that much time as they're scrolling. So the very, very, very first thing I want you to do is to come up with a product cover template, or a few of them, that you can brand your products and make them stand out. See how this has fancy font? That's really hard to read. See how you can't see any of these in here? I would want these to be clearer for you. So that's my first thing. Let's go ahead and look at your bestsellers. So if I click here on your Turkey Life Cycle Lap Book, interactive notebook, the very first thing I can tell is that this is probably the cover on the inside of your 12-page PDF file. And then I'm guessing that you uploaded, when you uploaded the product, that you let Teachers Pay Teachers pull some suggested pages from you. I'm going to suggest that you create your own thumbnail images, and I'm going to show you what that looks like in a second. So my recommendation is fix your covers and come up with a template that you can easily create your own thumbnails. That's the first thing. The second thing, the next thing is, when I'm looking through your product titles, it looks like you have room to fix some keywords. And that means what you want to identify is, what would people be looking for in order for them to stumble upon your Roll a Gingerbread Man game. Like, if this were me and I was looking for an activity for my kindergartner, would I even know that a Roll a Gingerbread Man game existed? Probably not. I might be looking for fun Christmas worksheets or fun Christmas printable, and so you need some to pump up your keywords so that you're closer to what people are actually typing in and finding, or when they're searching for your products. So number one, cover. Number two, thumbnails. These need to be improved. Number three, you're going to need to nail your keywords a little bit better so that people will actually find you, because you have identified keyword terms or phrases that people are actually typing in the search bar when they're looking for products. So that's number three. Number four, all of your products should have a preview. So the problem is that when I'm scrolling as a buyer and I'm looking at your product, so here it is, this Turkey Life Cycle, and I think, oh, that's really cool. When I click in and I look at these images, these don't grab me. They don't show me what your product is all about. So you only have my attention for a couple seconds. So we need to make sure that your covers are great, that your thumbnails are great, and that you actually have a product preview. And then when I look down at your descriptions, again, this is one that's listed as your best sellers or in your best sellers. This is not long enough for a product description. Let me see. You can help your students learn all about the turkey life cycle. Hands-on interactive lap book lesson. Okay, so I like that you have turkey life cycle a few times. So you want to use that product description template that you got from me, and you want to use it as an edit, copy, and paste and update all of your descriptions, but do it from your top sellers down. So I hope that makes sense. And I'm gonna, let me open up Canva, and actually let me show you another, you've probably seen me talk about this other creator inside the Make and Sell Printables group on Facebook, but I stumbled upon this gentleman in another Facebook group, and he mentioned that he had made his first sales, and I'm like, oh, what do you sell? And he says, oh, I sell these Shakespeare comic books, and I have a sophomore in high school, so I thought, ooh, I need those. And I want you to look. I worked with his name is Bobby, and I worked with Bobby very quickly because his product was so beautiful, and this is what his product covers looked like. And I was like, those are not going to sell your product. So I gave him the same advice that I'm giving you, and that is I asked him to work on his product covers. And what we did together is I actually designed his product covers for him. And look at this one. Forget the price and stuff right now, but we created a product cover, and then his thumbnails are like this, where you have some of the pages showing, but see how it has the introduce acts, and then it has a star that gives you another highlight of what the kids are learning, and then it gives you another synopsis, kind of clear. You can clearly see what these products are on the inside. So these are templates that I have, that this is one of the templates that I have that has a cover and the thumbnails inside. And then in order to create the preview, all you do is download those same templates as a PDF file, and you're able to, he didn't do it yet. So you could download them as a PDF file in here, and then people get a better idea of what it is that your product is all about. So let me actually pull up the templates and let me show you. So inside of Canva, my Canva is a mess right now. I need to reorganize it. Oh, where? Here it is, Bobby. Here's the cover. So the templates look like this. So you have a cover, and then you have, so see on the cover you have a keyword-rich title, the type of activity. So in your case, it might be a lap book or an interactive notebook. Keyword focus might be turkey life cycle, and you might do something like fun activities or something. And then you could say what kind of skill or benefit would that student get from that activity. And then it has another page to do the same, another page to do the same. So you highlight a different page on each one of these. I don't know if you've used Canva like these before, but on these landscape pictures, you would just grab one of your worksheet pages from your printable. Let me get down to one. So say it was, oh, my crazy designs. Let me find a page. Here we go. Say this was one of them. You just grab the page, click on it, drag, and it drops right in and populates into that page. So a template design like this, where if I was looking at your turkey life cycle, instead of this kind of image right here, you could put a different type of image on there. So you said you've worked with Canva before. So in Canva, see this little lock box right there? I locked these images so that they would stay static, but you can simply click on that image, click this lock button, and it'll unlock it. And then you could delete that image, And then you could put something else there, like, I don't know if you used clip art. You did not use clip art, but you could use some kind of clip art or image. Let's see if there's anything turkey inside. So you could do some kind of funny image of a turkey. And that's just a funny looking guy. But you're going to get the gist in a second. So you could get an image of a turkey, and you can remove the background if you have the pro version of Canva, which I do. But you could insert clip art or something to make it your own. Sorry, just wait for this to populate for a second. So the beauty of a template is once you have created these designs, dun, 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 come on, turkey, there we go. So you could take something like this, and you could, up here, you could say life cycle of a turkey. Of course, you'd have to spell it right. Life cycle of a turkey. Looks like printables, lap book, life cycle phases, facts about turkeys, parts of a turkey. So a skill would be learn the parts of a turkey. You could resize this so it fits in there. Turkey. I hope this makes sense. So once you have a clearer image of your products, and you don't have to use these templates, I'm just showing you because these are ones that I just did for Bobby just this past week. But once you have your templates in place, then you could do all of your life cycle products with the same template. You could do all of your, what other kind of products do you have? You could do all of your almanac products with the same template. You could do all of your holiday products with the same template. And what that does is it brands you so that your products stand out amongst, above the rest of your competition out there. So those would be my suggestions for you. Let me show you, let me first undo everything I just did, because this is actually my master template and I shouldn't have messed with my master template. Okay, so that's all set. So inside of my store, I do have some product covers and thumbnails that you can look at and see if they fit your need. I can also work on some branding covers if that was something that you were looking for. But inside my store, under that TPT sellers, so here's the product cover and thumbnails. But there's also another one, and it is further down. So this one has multiple layouts of covers that you can use to showcase your products. And what you do is you populate, you put in the age-appropriate things, you fix the keyword titles, you add the images of whatever you want your product to be, and then inside Canva, you would download the images as JPEG files for your cover and your thumbnails, and then you would download the series that you create as a PDF file, and you would use that as your preview. And I want you to see how much clearer these types of covers jump out. Like you can see them clearer as you're scrolling. Just like you can just tell what they are. They're square, which means you're using all of the real estate that Teachers Pay Teachers gives you as people are scrolling. And look at the difference to how clearly this stands out because it's square versus your products because they're rectangular. I can tell that they're just pages from your profile. So I hope that makes sense. So I would absolutely fine tune your covers. I would fine tune your thumbnails. I would add product previews, and the thing that will impact your sales or bring the customers to you the most is for you to nail your keywords. And you would want I wonder if I have an axis. I don't want this video to go too long. The covers are relatively easy to design and fix, as are the thumbnails and the previews. Your product description, you already have a template for that. That's a lot of homework from here. And then as you're working on that, you can, if you select maybe 3 of your top products that you would want help with the keywords, I can do some keyword research for you to kind of push you in the right direction. So I hope that helps. And if you have questions, please email them to me and I will do my best to answer them clearer. Forgive me for being scatterbrained a little bit. I am squeezing this in between helping my son with one of his assignments for school. So I hope that helps.